in the nuclear sites. We are joined by Senator Mark Wayne Mullin, a member of the Armed Services Committee. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Andrew.
Let's just get your reaction to what took place over the weekend, and also your reaction to some of your colleagues in Washington, some whom seem very happy about this and some who do not.
Well, one thing you'll know is senators have a strong opinion about no matter what takes place up here. The truth is, President Trump is leading through strength. You can achieve peace through strength as long as you use it in the right way. We're not at war with Iran. What we are trying to do is make sure we can have peace. You cannot trust a regime that is the world sponsor of terror, who has been chanting for 40 years death to America, who has killed over 1,000 American citizens or service members over the last 40 years, either through proxy or direct. And you cannot have peace if they achieve a nuclear weapon. You can have peace with them if they can if they don't have a nuclear program. And so what President Trump has done here is he's made an opportunity for us maybe to be able to negotiate peace with them if the regime chooses so. But I can't express this enough, Andrew. We are not at war with the Iranian people. In fact, the people of Iran, I think we have a very good relationship. It's the regime led by the Ayatollah that has taken Iran in the wrong direction.
Are you calling for regime change? Because obviously there's been a lot of mixed messages over the weekend about this regime change issue.
No, absolutely not, Andrew. That is up to the Iranian people. We've made an opportunity for the Iranian people to choose. If they choose to have a regime change, that'll be up to them, not us. That we're simply trying to end their ability to ever have a nuclear weapon, full stop.
In terms of the big question, which I think today is, did we get it all? What have we really done here? And how are we going to figure that out? What do you understand the case to be?
Well, we have good eyes on in the situation. Our allies that are operating in the region, our ICs that are operating in the region, our intelligence community, I hate to use acronyms, please correct me if I ever do that. We have very good eyes on where we haven't had in the past. With the Biden administration, unfortunately, our allies did not trust the ICs that they were having to work with. They weren't doing really well in sharing the intelligence information, which is why that drastically changed over the last 3 months. We have a very good report that we have severely damaged, if not completely destroyed, their ability to have a nuclear weapon anytime soon. I mean, anything can be rebuilt, right? And they can rebuild it in secrecy, but we will be able to now, the way we've been able to penetrate the Iranian regime with the amount of information we're getting out, we have a really good handle on what we've destroyed and what their capability is to bring it back.
What is your sense of the MAGA movement right now, and how either united or not it is? Obviously, we saw a fissure, if you will, in sort of the Tucker Carlson, Steve Bannon wing of things last week.
Well, let me say the MAGA movement is President Trump. And so if you're not with President Trump, you're not part of the MAGA movement. Tucker Carlson, I don't have a relationship with him. I've never had a conversation with him. Don't really agree with him that much. Steve Bannon, same thing. I've never had a conversation with him. So I don't know if it's a good guy, bad guy. I don't want to talk bad about either one of them. But the MAGA movement belongs to President Trump. He created the MAGA movement. He's the one that's leading from the front. He's the one that's united the Republican Party. He's the one that brought us in to control Congress and control the White House and control the government, because American people believed in President Trump's vision for America, or making America great, not Steve Bannon or Tucker Carlson's movement.
If, in fact, there is still some kind of nuclear material in Iran, do you think it's incumbent upon the United States to continue to press and potentially militarily with more bombs? Is that something you think that needs to be left to Israel or others? What do you think the U.S. should do if we learn, in fact, even though we've clearly, I imagine, set back their efforts a long way, but if we find that they do still have material and there's some evidence that they were moving material prior to this bombing, what should the U.S. be doing?
Well, Andrew, they are claiming that they moved some material. Our intelligence report says they didn't. In fact, we actually believe they stored more of it in Fordo because they believed Fordo was impenetrable. They thought that it was a safe place to be. We've proven that we have technology better than any place in the world. We have the ability to destroy things that people think were undestroyable. And so we think we did a really good job. However, if we find out that we didn't, we will be working with our allies to finish a job, or we will finish a job. We have made it very clear, President Trump has made it very clear for 10 years, we will not allow Iran, the world sponsor of terror, to have a nuclear weapon any way whatsoever. Now, that doesn't mean we're going to insert troops. That means that we can do this through the air and work with our allies to finish the job if the job isn't finished. And I believe that we may have to work with Israel to continue to maybe get rid of some of their stockpiles as things come up. But I believe we did a really good job the other night to eliminating all we knew about at the time.
Senator, I want to thank you for joining us this morning. It's always good to see you, and we look forward to talking to you again very, very soon.